Reggie Middleton, back in Lagos, Nigeria. I love it here. This is a very, very fertile ground for economic growth. This trip, I'm bringing gold back to the motherland, back to Africa. There are interns who are working at the Nigerian Stock Exchange, and we're going to give a presentation, and we're going to have them study up on things such as digital assets, and they will all be given gratuities in gold. Okay, the reason is you get to teach them how to use the Veritaseum app. You get them to understand the exchange rate mechanism and how the Naira competes in the world stage. And most importantly, they get to understand VeGold. What's your name?
Sure.
About 40,000 US dollars. If you drop it, I'm upset at you.
It's really heavy.
Okay, it is heavy.
Yeah.
Go show it around. Read that to everybody. What does it say?
Elemental.
Loud.
Elemental 9999, 1 kilo fine gold.
Okay, so it's 1 kilogram, 1,000 grams of gold. Okay. Do not drop it. If you drop it, you bought it. Read that out. Turn around, project. Read that out to everybody else. What is it?
Check out.
Say it loud so we can hear you.
Size 9999 SLC.
So is that fast? Has anybody held that much gold before? Okay, so that's 1 kilogram. The big gold bar is 40,000 US dollars. That would be 132. Is that right? No. What? 1.3 million naira. 1.34 million naira. Is that right? Say it again. 14.5 million naira. Okay. So, tell me, why would I be so generous to give even 1 or 2 of you gold? Why would I do that? Speak up, stand up.
It's an incentive.
Incentive for what? Incentive to buy more? Do you want to make a lot of money here?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, who wants to tell me how much you make here? I'm going to give out grams of gold. Okay, about what's the average age here? How old are you? 23? Okay, what social media do you use? All social media? So who uses Facebook? Instagram? Mostly Instagram? Snapchat? Twitter? Okay, so what I need is I'm going to literally pay everybody 42 US dollars each. Okay, which is, doing the math, 12,000, 13,000 naira, about 13. I'm going to pay you to all become brand ambassadors for Veritaseum. And me, I'm from New York. Veritaseum is now a global company. We're opening up right in Lagos, Kampala, Bermuda, and New York. And I have employees in Europe, Asia, and Africa, and the US. If you look me up, you have an internet connection here somewhere? Yes. With speakers or no sound? Sound or no sound? Sound. Okay, so you get a chance, type in introducing Reggie Middleton video and listen to that video and you see more about me. I'm on CNBC and Bloomberg and I predicted all the crashes and it really seems like I know what I'm doing. Seems like it. So, I give you this goal. What I need for you to do is I need for you to spread this new type of store of value. I don't want to call it money because that would make the guys across the street mad. Who's across the street? Who? Okay, so you don't want to make them mad, right? Okay, so a new store of value, and I want you to spread it around all the 23-year-olds all over Nigeria. Okay, so you can do a lot of things. For instance, right? Brothers, you know how cool you are if you take a woman out on a date, you spin gold? Think about that. Would you like that? No? Okay, well don't take her out. Would you like that? Someone took you on a date and paid for it in gold? Yeah. Okay. Think about it, all the sisters. Imagine how sophisticated you look when you went shopping and you bought a purse and you paid gold. So, what I need for you to do is tell everybody about it, learn the app, right? And if you're interested in finance, go to the same app that you buy this from, click research, learn the research. We have very cool research on Nigeria, on Uganda, Kenya, oil and gas, companies from all over the world. And if you do the research on me, you get to see how I use the same research staff to make a bunch of money. Okay? Also, as of the end of the week, I'll have a mobile money provider that will convert back and forth to Naira and US dollars. I'll give you can use the app to get US dollars, but getting US dollars from the United States would eat up too much of the gram, the value of the gram. But using a local money provider, with your cell phone, you can go back and forth to Naira, which means you can actually store your value in gold. Now, to put this in perspective, tell everybody your name.
My name is Bolan Akitunde.
You want to tell them the story?
My name is Bolan Akitunde.
You want to tell them the story of the last? I was here in August, roughly 3 months ago, and I gave out a gold maple leaf. And I give it out as a gratuity to one of the cameramen. He's actually behind the camera, so he can't actually do it, but he's smiling ear to ear right now. And when I came here, gold was about $11.90 an ounce, a troy ounce, but the Nigerian Naira was 330 to $1. So you got 330 Nigerian Naira to $1. So I come back to Lagos 3 months later, 3 months-ish later, in November, and the Naira is 365 per $1 now. That's over 10% value loss for the Naira relative to the dollar. Gold went up, the Naira went down relative to the US dollar. So the brother who had this gold made over 10% yield. Well, I was here in August, and these are my cameramen. They work for The Guardian, okay? And also there's a cool video about last time I was here in Nigeria as well, on Guardian TV. So I had a contest where this person asked questions about who knew most about the business. He was lucky, he just guessed, but he got it right. And I gave him a 1/10 ounce of gold. When I was here, the Naira was 330 Naira to $1 US. So he got the 10th ounce of gold, along with one of my business cards. I came back 3 months later. What's the Naira to US dollar rate now? Does anybody know? 362. It was 364, so 362 Naira to $1 US. So he made 10% in terms of Naira, and he didn't do anything. So extrapolate that, right? 3 months, 10%. What happens at the end of 1 year if it continues at that rate? No mathematicians here? 10% times 4. In 1 quarter, he made 10%. In 1 year, if it keeps going, what's his increase in value? Why is everybody whispering? Who wants to answer? Okay, I'll tell you what, I incentivize you. Whoever gets the next question right gets an extra. Whoever gets the question right get a little extra piece of gold. But I don't want to hear whispering. So anybody speaks up loud, dominant and assertive, alpha male, alpha female style. Let's see where he goes. So, okay, now this is not the question. This is a common sense question. Is it a good thing or bad thing to hold gold if you live in a nation that has a weak currency?
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing? Are you sure? Because no, don't sound like it.
Very sure.
Is it a good thing or bad thing you make money?
It's a good thing.
Y'all scaring me because looks like you're thinking about it. I don't know. So, that's the value of the digital gold. Now, these are the gold grams here. These are 1/1000th the size of the big one. Okay, and each one is about $42 US. Okay, with good pricing, by the way. I'm giving you very good pricing. You pay a premium the smaller you go because it takes effort to make very small chips. Let's see if I have one. I'll take these out in front of you. I can trust you. Okay, you sure? Where are you from? Where?
I'm Igbo.
Igbo. That doesn't tell me where you're from. You could be from like Chicago and be
No,
into
Southeast Nigeria.
Okay, Southeast Nigeria. I got you. So here. By the way, you're the first people I met off there. Everybody was Yoruba today. First one. So, right, this is 1 gram. Can you see it? Okay, and this is what you'll be getting in digital form. Now, I'll give you an option. While supplies last, you can trade it in for physical form. But I don't think that would be a good idea. Who would rather have physical form? Raise your hand. You can raise it high, don't be shy. Raise your hand all the way high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, y'all get out. Okay. Okay, you don't have to get out. So, why would you want physical form? Out of curiosity. Speak up. If I can't hear you, you know they can't hear you. Speak up.
See it.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Anybody else? Who else raised their hand?
It probably costs more than digital form.
I can't hear you.
It costs more than digital form. It's $42 for this and it's $9 for digital form.
No, that's the same. Gram is a gram. It's the same price.
Online digital.
Yeah. You're buying it directly from the company. So it's the same price. It's just that the company stores it. You store it in a vault in the United States. It's secured by Brinks, the big American security company, and it's insured by Lloyd's of London, which is a big insurer in the UK. And it's stored in a vault, which is LBMA, London, blah, 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 approved vault in the US on the East Coast. Okay, so tell me why the preference for physical for the people who raise their hand.
Because to me it's more liquid.
The physical is more liquid? Okay. What? Tell us how. Speak up. Let's hear.
Okay, for example, if I tell you I have gold, and maybe I don't have a system to show you which to form, you tell me, you can ask me, okay, show me the gold. I can easily get it and show it to you, confirm that it's original trend.
So that's not more liquid. You mean it's more credible. Is that what you mean? Okay. So how do you prove it's real gold?
Now I have the limited knowledge for that.
Say it again.
I have the limited knowledge regarding verifying if it's original.
You have knowledge of doing it? Or little knowledge?
Yeah.
So, if anything, the digital should be more credible, because if it comes from a company that's credible, or at least has produced gold before, that would make the digital more credible. I think. Am I right? I'm asking you, I'm not telling you.
Right.
Okay. Anybody else in the physical? I'm just curious, because I want to know. I'm learning now, because my goal is, you've heard of, what's the Kenyan money? No, the Kenyan digital mobile money. What's it called? Pesa. You heard of M-Pesa?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make VeGold M-Pesa for Nigeria. Okay, and it's vastly superior to M-Pesa because when the shilling goes down, M-Pesa goes down. Gold stays level. It goes up and down, but over time it stays level. The shilling will always go down. Before you were born, it was, I think, what, $1.50, 1.5 Naira for $1? Is that about right? Okay, now you're up to 360 something. Look at how much you've lost, 360, 180 times your money. You've lost that much. So if you were sitting in gold, you've actually made money over the same time. So you don't have to necessarily make money, right, to get richer holding gold if you're in the US and use Naira. Doesn't real estate go up in value or down in value? Yeah. It goes up? Is that, raise your hand if you think it goes up. High. Is anyone who doesn't think it goes up? Raise your hand. Okay. Who's the 2 smartest people in here? And they're probably women, right?
Yeah.
Fellas, you let them get away with that? 2 smartest people in here, stand up. If you think you are. Actually, everybody should be standing up. I don't know why. You're actually going to count 1, 2. Who thinks they're very smart? Stand up. I want to hear the discussion. I don't know Nigeria well. I want you to teach me. You standing up? So there's really only 5 smart people. 5 people think they're smart in here. So everybody else sitting down, you think you're not smart? The future. Okay. Why is real estate going up? Give me 8-second, 10-second reason. Why is real estate going up in price?
Alright, in Nigeria, real estate only appreciates. because things, for example, land, when you buy a piece of land, it does not go down in value. The reason is it has no depreciation value attached to it. So when you buy land for a particular price today, come tomorrow, it must go higher than that.
Okay. You heard? Did you hear what he said? Say it again, 5 seconds. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Go. Talk.
In Nigeria, real estate only appreciates. It has no discount value attached to it. Whatever price you buy the real estate, for instance, a land today, tomorrow it goes higher and higher. So it keeps appreciating. It does not go down.
Okay. You said why or right? You agreeing or you said why? Why? Okay, we'll get to that. Go ahead.
Years ago for 10,000 naira a land, and 10 years after he sold that land for 500,000 naira. So you can imagine the difference, 10,000, 500,000 naira. So this is always going on.
Okay, wait a minute. So you bought it for how much?
He bought the land for 10,000 naira.
1 second. I'll find my calculator because I'm not smart. So you bought the land for 10,000 naira, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And sold it 10 years after for 500,000 naira.
For 100,000.
500,000.
500,000. Oh, so it went up 50 times.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, keep going on.
Okay, I think it's because of technological advancement, urbanization. As the country keeps getting better, the property, the value keep increasing because people want to come into that country and stay to become more habitable compared to where it was a local country.
Okay, anybody else want to add it?
I don't think simply it's a law of demand and supply. You know, with time, the demand for land increases. So once the demand for a commodity increases, the price increases. So by the year, land always appreciates because there will always be need for land.
Anybody else want to add it?
Just to add, I think
Speak up now.
yeah, I think one of the reasons why real estate appreciates is because it is fixed. Now, 10 years ago, the same thing I could do in land is the same thing I can do in land 10 years later. The same thing I can do in 100 years. So most commodities or things that have such value that are fixed, regardless of weather, regardless of different things, those things will always appreciate.
Okay. Sounds confident. Confidence. I like that. Anybody else want to add it?
Okay, what I want to say is
okay, that's called vocal noise. It says nothing. Listen to me. Ask me a question.
Why do you think real estate appreciates?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. What have I said? Nothing. Skip, avoid all that, go straight to the point. Sometimes you just have to slow down and let your brain catch up to the mouth. Just go slow. Go ahead.
Industrialization. Well, everything is becoming technologically advanced. So it brings more population into a particular place. And once there is more population, the demand for land will also increase because people require land to stay, people require land to build industries, people require land for housing. So it will always increase. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else to add it? That's it. The teachers, you want to add in anything? No? Yes? Anybody? Yeah?
Okay, you want to know my opinion on why property has been appreciating. First of all, they said the R again. She said it that we're having a lot of people move into areas and their urbanization is catching up with a lot of people. So as a result of that, because Nigeria metropolis is trying to be like what other cities are in terms of the metropolitan outlook of what they are. So we have new estates developed, like a Banana Island, for instance. You probably heard of that, and Eco Atlantic as well. So as investments go into that area, and the schemes that they begin to develop in those areas, it begins to they put a premium on the price of participation, and that's what makes land go up.
Those are very articulate pieces. Sound going further out. Did you think them out or you just came up like off the top of your head with these? Seriously. Say it again? Just thought it up? So, this goes back to the value of the digital gold. And I'm giving you value. And it's hurting. Because it's a lot of y'all. I thought it was just like going to be 4 or 5. I'm walking a whole room full of people. But, come here. He told a very good story. His father, your uncle, grandfather, father bought land for 10,000 naira. And he sold it for 500,000 naira. That is, again, 50 times return? 50 times. Okay? The naira was $1.50-ish then.
Yes.
To $1, right? It's $3.60 to $1 now. So he had a how many times return now? 500. 500 divided by 50 is what? So he had a 10 times return up. He made 10 times his money going up, and he lost 200 times his money because he used naira. Did your father make any money?
If you look at the financials, when we compare what the price of naira was then and what the price of naira is now,
okay.
If you compare it, he actually lost, but he actually lost due to inflation, rising inflation, and the rest of it.
Okay, but the question was, did he make money or did he lose money?
Okay, to him, yes, he made money. Because, okay, 500 minus 10,000 there, 500,000 minus 10,000 there, that's 450,000 there.
Right.
Yes, so he would say he made money.
His purchasing power, did it go up or down?
Purchasing power?
That means how much he can buy. Which would you rather, right? For me to give you, here. This is going to be embarrassing. I hope I make it out of here now, right? Here's a whole lot of US dollars, hundreds of dollars, right? If I give you all this, okay? I'm going to give you all this. Let's say that's 4,000 US dollars right there, okay? If I give you all that, and then I devalue that money to 1 penny per dollar, and in exchange for that, you give me $4,000 of gold. So you pay $4,000 of gold for 4,000 US dollars. And then the 4,000 US dollars will be valued back to $400. Who got the better of this deal, him or me? You. Is that easy to understand?
Yes.
Why do you think your father made money? That's exactly what happened, okay? The reason why the price of real estate goes up is because what? Here at least, in Nigeria. Why is the price of real estate going up? Inflation. What's happening to the value of real estate? Whisper. I want you to be strong, brothers and sisters. Speak your mind. Chin up. What happened?
So what happens is that inflation causes the price to go up.
So what's happening to the value? Is it going up? Okay? I think that's very generous. What do I want from you again? What do I want from you?
To become ambassador.
To become ambassador, to spread the word of gold around. You can spread the gold around. You can sell the gold to somebody. This is peer-to-peer. So you buy this for 42 US dollars, right? Someone says, that's real cool. I'll buy it for 50 US dollars. What should you do? Okay? Or you can sell half of it. Okay? But remember, you can only redeem it in whole amounts because we don't split these in half. This is the smallest. Here we go. This is the smallest at 1 gram. This is the second biggest. The biggest is called a Comex bar. It's real big. That's 400,000 US dollars. That's too much, right? This is almost 40,000 US. And there's a bunch of sizes. I didn't bring them all with me because I get a hard time at the airport. You know, they lose your luggage, if you know what I mean, right? And we also have 1 ounce sizes. Oh, this is also maple leaves. This is 1/10 ounce. This is what he lucked out on and got. This is not only 1/10 ounce of gold, 1/4 ounce, it's also legal tender. This is Canadian money. So now you can walk in and out of any airport with it because some places have restrictions on gold, but they can't give you a restriction on the actual money. Okay, and I had 1 ounce in here somewhere. Uh-oh. The ounce cost $1,270 something. Is that right? And this is 1 ounce of gold here. Okay? What time do you get off work?
5.
5? How long would it take to get to the George? What? About an hour? Okay, so I have a meeting here at 6. Okay? And so, and it's not a big deal for me to help you all get home either, so it's not a big deal if you need it. I have a meeting here at 6, and then after the meeting at 6, I can meet you at the George. And it's a very nice place. You can be there on me. You can swim if you want to. Okay? Sound like a deal? I need a commitment. So if you want to do it, I need a firm yes. Because I have to leave the meeting over. Yes? Yes. Okay.
Bring your private keys. Bring your private key.
Oh yeah, oh, if your private key, just so you don't know, the private key is like the secret to your life. Okay, if you lose a private key, that means you lost all of this. And you can't call me and get it back, because it was never mine, right? It's a top secret code, you need to know it, okay? If you let someone else get your private keys, it's just like you letting someone else get your money. Same thing, okay? And if you let someone else get access to your private key, just looking at it, it's just like letting someone else get access to the combination to the safe of all your family jewels. So you keep it to yourself, you encrypt it, you keep it locked up with a strong password all the time. If you don't do it, sooner or later, you know what's going to happen?
What?
You're going to lose. Someone's going to take it from you. All they need to do is see it once, and they can empty your wallet out. Now, you're 23. One or two of you are going to be centimillionaires one day. Okay? One or two of you.
Amen.
What?
Amen.
Amen? Okay, amen. Okay? And you could potentially lose all of that just because you did not keep yourself safe. The way I see things in the future, when you're my age, when you're old and like crazy handsome like me. Okay. Okay. Everybody's going to do business with public-private keys. You get to become your own bank, your own exchange, don't tell them, right? Your own broker. Now, I think exchanges, right, are going to change your business model, and they're going to adapt to this. And the first few exchanges that adapt are going to really take over. And the ones that are slow to adapt are going to wither away. Now, I happen to think that the management of the Nigerian Stock Exchange is very strong. So it's quite possible they may be one of those exchanges that take over. Okay? So I can expect everybody at what time? No, I leave here at 6. Y'all have to find something to do for like 45 minutes. So, okay? But meet at the George. It's a very nice place. And depending on my mood, you might even have a little something to eat. Okay? By the poolside. Okay? Sound good? That brother from New York treat you all well? You better say yes. So give him free gold. Does the brother from New York treat you well? Yes. That's good. Okay. Any questions before I go on anything?
Yes.
Everybody say, Reggie, the world's most handsome CEO.